We're going to do an official 3-round mock draft. It's going to be fast though, okay? Because John and I are literally drafting for the other team, okay? And we want to see, and we're going to draft for the team's needs and how we feel like the team is going to pick. But what we're doing this exercise for is because we want to see who's going to be available that's going to be around there. If it matches with the mock draft simulator when you go automate it, if there's going to be some specific players there at 99. So we're going to draft 3 rounds. All right. So guys, stick around. Go grab some popcorn. Go grab some cereal. Go grab some oatmeal. Go grab another cup of coffee. We got a few more minutes that we want to hit you in the head with this. And like I said, we are going. We're going to be doing this. Not just that it's going to be live. We're actually going to be doing the draft ourselves. All right. So guys, get ready. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to blow this up. So Sam, be patient with me, John. I'm sorry. There we go.
You good?
All right, cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll make it a little bit bigger. And as you can see, we're going to, that's what she said. All right. We're going to do 3 rounds. It's going to be on us. John and I are giving ourselves 30 seconds to pick. All right. 30 seconds to pick. John, you're the guest. You get to go. You got the first pick, and then we'll just alternate back and forth.
I think the pick should be C.J. Stroud. I think they're going to go Bryce Young, so let's go Bryce Young here. I don't want to spend too much time on it.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go with Bryce Young. All right, so the Houston Texans, I mean, you don't feel like that they're going to trade. And for you don't feel like they're going to trade, so I'm going to go with the other quarterback. And where the hell is he? There he is. I'm going to go C.J. Stroud. Since they're not going to get Trey Lance, they're going to get a guy that can do some things. And so those are your first 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, not bad at all. And, you know, I think the Texans would be smart to go Will Anderson. And this is going to unload the draft because at pick 3, Cardinals probably going to try to trade out. But if Will Anderson's there, they have the worst defensive line in all of the NFL.
Amen.
I think you go Will Anderson here and you don't even look back.
So
that's what I would do.
Yeah. Now, that's funny because they have to replace J.J. Watt. And so I like that. And so with the Colts, I'm not sold on the Colts and their quarterback situation. So I'm going to go with Will Levis, and that's going to be 3 quarterbacks off the board right there.
A lot of people keep saying Will Levis they like Will Levis more than they like C.J. Stroud, the Colts do. So we'll see there. And, you know, if we get to number 5, I think this is kind of what the Seahawks want to happen. They do not care about character concerns. They literally do not care. Whatever you do off the field, Pete Carroll's happy with. So I'm going to go Jalen Carter here, best defensive player. It's a need for them. They're going Jalen Carter. Number 5 overall. This is fun. We're going quick now. I like this.
It's going stupid quick. And so since that the Lions are now officially released to their wide receivers and Quentin Cephas, and it's just going to be interesting because I feel like they're probably going to go wide receiver, even though I feel they should take Devin Witherspoon because they also lost their cornerback. They traded their cornerback. So you know what? I'm not going to go wide receiver. I'm going to go Devin Witherspoon. I don't know why I sat here and kind of gave you that little spiel, but they are without a wide receiver.
More breaking news on the Lions since they're on the clock.
Yes.
The Lions have released Quentin Cephas and safety. Yeah, released them both for getting suspended. Whew.
He's not playing out there.
Nah, you went Devin Witherspoon?
I went Witherspoon.
All right, now you've got the Raiders on the clock. Anthony Richardson's still there. I think that McDaniels is coaching for his job, so I do not see them going with a quarterback here. I think they're going to try to do whatever they can to help out. I'm going Peter Skoronski.
I think that's the smartest pick, John. It makes perfect sense. You got Jimmy Garoppolo there. He's not a mobile guy. Get somebody in there that could protect him straight up, straight down. Now, here's the cool thing, because Anthony Richardson is still on the board. I know they drafted a quarterback last year. Ritter, he ain't it. He ain't it.
Ritter.
You like Ritter. I don't think they like Ritter. I think they're trying to bring back Mike Vick. I tell you what, Anthony Richardson to me is going to get drafted by the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, the Falcons. I like it. He was teammates with Kyle Pitts, so it
There it
kind of works
is.
out. You reunite those guys.
Reunited and it feels so good.
All right,
Sorry.
now the Bears are on the clock. Man, Tyree Wilson's just staring us in the face. I can't see him lasting this long, and I'm
I
not going
know.
to allow him to be there for number 10, the Eagles. So I'm taking Tyree Wilson here. Crazy value pick. I think the Bears would be really happy.
Love it. I love it. I love it. That was perfectly spot on. Listen, man, I actually feel like they lost their safety, and I think that they're going to go look for a safety, and I think that they reach a little
There's a
bit. You
good
know what
one.
I'm
There's a
saying? And
good one.
so I think Brian Branch is the guy that comes in, and you want a big hitter when you lose CJ Chauncey Gardner Johnson, so you go out and get the kid from Alabama, Brian Branch, and that replaces the safety for the Philadelphia Eagles.
There we go. The Titans are on the clock at 11. They have one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Amen.
They are just not good. I'm going to go with Paris Johnson Jr., the tackle. He
Ooh.
pulled down just a little bit. I think he's my number one tackle in this draft, and I think he kind of fits what they want to do. Darnell Wright wouldn't be a surprise there either, but I'm going Paris Johnson.
I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm gonna continue. Like since if the Texans are building, they got themselves a quarterback who
Oh,
right. And so look, I'm trying to figure out like the Texans need weapons.
you got
I,
him, CJ Stroud. You got to get him their teammate and
I'm
just
gonna get
pair them up.
I'm you know I'm gonna double up and I'm just gonna make sure that Jackson Smith
I love it.
Enigma is on his way to Houston. They don't have Brandon Cooks anymore. It just makes perfect sense, right?
I like it. I like it. Now the Jets are on the clock. Is Mekhi Becton going to be playing for long? I don't know the answer to that. They've got some spots that they could go. There's edge here, there's tight end here, but I think you got to go offensive tackle. I'm going Darnell Wright.
Tennessee freaking C. A what? A
Yeah.
Tennessee, Tennessee.
Ooh,
Hey.
I love
And
it
that
too. That was
sucks
one of the
because
best jams. I love that
bro,
song.
Arrested Development. The crazy thing
Yes.
is that's who I was
Take
gonna
me
pick for the
to
Patriots.
another
But
place.
you just did an AFC football move on me, bro, because I feel like that's what he's. And so look, I'm going to go look and give me a couple of seconds because I definitely want to see who I feel like. I think the Patriots need to address that offensive line. They have
This
a
is
quarter.
fun, Wayne. I'm
This
having
is
too much fun right now.
I didn't know it was going to be this fun. I've never done this in my entire freaking life. And so look, Anton Harrison is there. Broderick Jones out of Georgia. I feel like he seems more like a Patriot. They could go edge. I do need to see who's the
A
best
lot of
edge of
edge guys. A lot of edge guys
doesn't
there.
Luke Van Ness that doesn't he sound like a Patriot? Bam.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's a good
Bam.
pick. All right, we've got the Packers on the clock, and they need absolutely everything.
Everything.
What are you going to do? I think that this is a spot, man. Is it too early for tight end? Is it too
No,
early for
because
tight end?
Dalton Kincaid
No,
is
I'm
right
not going
there.
Kincaid. I'm not going
Ooh.
Kincaid. He's not my number one tight end. It's Michael Mayer,
I
tight
like
end out of.
Michael Mayer. Let's do
He is
it.
a complete player. So I'm going Michael Mayer, tight end. I just think that makes too much sense there.
That's funny because I feel like the Washington Commanders can use a tight end now that we think about it. I feel like they're pretty much sold up at the wide receiver spot. I know it says they need a linebacker, they need a quarterback, obviously, but they could need another playmaker. And it seems like their tight ends currently stay injured. So I'm going to go Dalton Kincaid right here.
That's a great pick. I wasn't as high on Kincaid as everybody else, but if you want a receiving threat, he's your number one guy.
That's
If
it.
you want the strong blocking, all that stuff, that's just not really what he's going to bring, and that's okay. Man, we're sitting here at pick 17, Steelers on the clock. Joey Porter's there. This
He's
is his
there.
floor. He fits what they do, the dad, the legacy. Played in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Joey Porter Jr., corner to Pittsburgh right there.
Yeah, that was easily the pick. I mean, I had it picked before you even said it. Back on the clock with the Detroit
Oh,
Lions.
geez.
And so, hey, man, look, they lost. I drafted. Who did I draft first
Devin
for?
Witherspoon, you got him
So
the
I went
corner.
with cornerback, right? Because they traded their cornerback. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to build up their defense. Build up their wide receiving core. So let's go get Quentin Johnson out of TCU.
Yeah, nice pick there. I think that's about where he goes. Now, I think one of the most interesting teams in this draft is Tampa Bay. Like, because what do? I mean, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're paying $25 million to a quarterback that's retired. Baker Mayfield's your guy. They just have needs everywhere. Quarterback,
everywhere.
tight end. I don't think that Hendon Hooker makes a lot of sense here, so I'm going to stay away from that. Offensive line makes the most sense because they're just so bad. I'm going Anton Harrison,
I
tackle
like
out of
it.
Oklahoma. I think he can play both spots, left or right. That's where I go there.
I like it. I like it a lot. Now, listen, man, we left Kalijah Cansey on the board for freaking
Now
Seattle.
they just got Jalen Carter. Do you
They
think they
did.
double up two
They did
defensive
get. I
tackles?
just feel like they like to be mean. Like that defense is their thing. They don't really value the offense much. They get what they can on offense, and they like to play a mean game. I don't know. That's it's interesting, right? Interesting. They did sign what's the edge that they signed from Michigan? He played for the did they get Rashawn Garrett? They got one of the Michigan guys. I do know that. And then they
Okay.
brought back Bobby Wagner. Where would the Seahawks go? Interesting. They probably should address their
They got
offensive line.
Uchenna Nwosu on one side, and then they went and got Daryl Taylor. That's the other guy.
Who are their
On the
linebackers? I guess that's what I was
Wagner
at.
and Bush. Yeah, there's
Bush,
your
Devin Bush. I couldn't
Devin
think of his
Bush.
name to save my freaking life. All right, so where do I think that the Seattle goes? It says that they need a center, they need a guard. You already got the defensive line guy. Hmm. Hmm. Where would you go?
I think they like to build in the trenches. Now, hold on. Bijan Robinson's still sitting there.
He's sitting there, but they have a running back that they
They
invested
do.
in last year. I don't think
I think
he's.
cornerback would make sense. I think
They got their
edge would
cornerbacks
make
though.
sense. I think edge would be the play here
Let's
personally.
go with Nolan Smith from Georgia then. Let's
Oh,
let's
there you
let's
go.
let's get them some speed on the edge. I don't know why we're giving them good players, but yeah, this is
That's
what we
what
do.
we need to do.
That's what we need to do. You're on the
All right,
clock
now
with the
we've got
Chargers.
the Chargers. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not think Bijan should still be on the clock, and this bothers me. This is a spot that he could go
Ooh, they
if
might
they
trade
traded.
Eckler.
I'm going Bijan Robinson right here.
Wow. Nice.
Bijan's my number
Nice.
3 player in this draft, by the way. I
Nice.
love that dude.
Nice. All right. On the clock with the Baltimore Ravens. They need an edge. They need a corner. They need a wide receiver. All right. I'm going to go Christian Gonzalez right here at cornerback for the Baltimore Ravens.
He is my corner 1. I will say that. I really like him. I really like him.
Yeah,
All
he's
right, so
really
now
good.
we're on the clock. The Vikings, good gosh, they are just a trash heap. Where sandals wearing socks people. Kalijah Cansey, Brian Brees. I think both those guys are perfect fits. I'm going to go Kalijah Cansey, the undersized defensive tackle.
I like out of Pittsburgh. Dude has the strength of an Aaron Donald. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, on the clock, I'm going to go here. I see they need guard, they need edge, they need a DB. Deontay Banks is there from Maryland.
He
Fast
is.
kid, right? Why not do it? Let's go. Bam, Jacksonville.
I love both the Maryland corners in this
Yeah,
draft.
Jacorian Bennett and
I'm
Deontay Banks.
Ja'Cory Bennett's like turned it into one of my favorite players that the Niners could land in the 3rd
Amen.
round, by the way.
Amen.
All right, we got the Giants on the clock and wide receiver, corner, linebacker, safety. They kind of need all those things. Gosh, man, I just let's go down. Let's give them a wide receiver, Zay Flowers.
Oh no.
I just think he is awesome. I think he fits every single NFL team.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm going to say Flowers.
Well, it is what it is. Now look. Now the Cowboys need a running back, and I think they reach here, right? So I'm going to reach, and I'm going to go grab your boy
Gibbs?
Ben. Yes, it's Gibbs time. And I know you could probably get him in a second, but they need a running back. Listen, Tony Pollard, we don't know when he's going to be coming back off the injury. They franchise tagged him. They let go of Zeke Elliott, and so they're going to go grab a running back in Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, logic need not apply to Jerry Jones at any point in his life. Let's see here. Let's go Buffalo Bills. Yeah, it's best player available, Brian Brees, defensive interior, Clemson. I like that kid. I think he's going to go higher than this. And that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of guys worthy of going higher than what we're doing now. But I've got him going 27. I think he's going to go higher the day of the draft, though.
All right, he's going to Buffalo. All right, we on the clock, man. We got some interior guys out there, some more DBs still on the board. All right. Let's go with Emmanuel Forbes, all right, for the Cincinnati Bengals.
It works. I mean, I just don't see how they don't go defensive back, whether it's a safety. You had
Yes.
Brian Branch already go. This is Brian Branch's floor, right?
Yes.
The Bengals when
Yes.
they're on the clock. This was our old pick, number 29. This is the last pick in the Trey Lance trade, number 29 to the New Orleans Saints. They need lots of things. And I don't know which way they should go, but man, I'm looking at this draft and it's just like we're starting to hit the wall.
Yes, sir. I peeped
It-
it. I
It's
peep it.
coming. I think I'm going to go edge. I'm going to go Will McDonald.
I like it. I like the
I'm gonna go Will
freakish
McDonald
athlete.
He's fun, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I like that. Him and Cameron Jordan on opposite sides is gonna be scary.
I like how you had to pick for the Eagles both times. I'm glad I didn't have to.
I feel like I did have to pick for the Eagles both times. What the blood clot? Who did I go with?
They're evens. They're evens.
I went with the safety, Brian Branch. All right. So where do I think this sucks? I feel like they don't need a wide receiver. I don't know why they keep saying that they need a wide receiver. I feel like they pretty much have their 3 slots. I'm gonna try to go with, let's say, we got the safety. Let's go with the interior. I mean, they like drafting Michigan players. I'm gonna go with Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie.
Yeah, the big strong fella out of Michigan.
This is like the third or fourth time I've done the Chiefs in a mock draft, and every time I have this cap falling. Wide receiver Jordan Addison, like
really?
Yeah, man.
So
he would fit what they do.
I reached a little bit. So in my mock draft that I did, I took, and I felt the reason why I took this player here is because I took Nathaniel Tank Dell there. I know you can get him in a second, but I took him there. I felt like he's a to me he's a Kansas City Chief. He doesn't have to block. He just has to get open and score.
Right. Yeah,
nice
not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. It's got to pick your flavor, right? At that point.
Right. I'm gonna go with Broderick Jones out of Georgia right here.
For the Steelers, we got them the corner earlier. Now they got the tackle. They're having a solid draft. Now the Texans have got a lot of guys. They got CJ Stroud earlier. And then we got them at 12, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
So they doubled up.
They doubled up.
They need to go defense here.
Yeah, defensive line just makes a lot of sense. And so I'm going to go Felix Anadike Uzama out of K-State going there. And
is he an edge?
Yeah, he's an edge guy. He might have a DI tag to him. There he is.
All right.
He can kind of do it all.
Nice pick.
Cardinals on the clock. They got Will Anderson earlier.
All right, so they addressed it. They addressed the edge position. All right, and so let's see. They're on the clock. What do the Cardinals need? How about nothing? It's
nothing and everything.
How is it that I got all the birds to draft for too? Like, what is going on?
You picked. Here? I didn't pick evens. I didn't pick odds. You were just.
This is ridiculous, bro. I feel like they go cornerback. They're gonna be losing Budda Baker. They could go safety here. They didn't lose Budda yet. How would you replace Budda? Ooh. Let's go check out the safeties. They got some guys. Antonio Johnson is there. That might be a big reach for them. Ooh.
Yeah, it's rough. I think Jordan Battle, and then, like, I don't know. Safety's rough. They always fall every year. They always fall.
Dang. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, who, like, never mind. I'm taking too damn long. All right, let's go. Let's go with Cam Smith out of South Carolina. Let's give them a cornerback.
Good pick. Great pick, in fact. All right, we've got the Colts on the clock. We went quarterback with them earlier. Will Levis, mayonnaise drinking coffee guy. They need lots of things. He puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Yeah, I know, right? I know.
All right.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Wide receiver, possibly.
Wide receiver. Let's go your guy right here, Tank Dell.
I
think this is. I
is
think
he the T.Y. Hilton guy?
Man,
tell me
that's not a fit.
That's a perfect fit. That's a perfect fit. Listen, the Rams are rebuilding, and if you're going to rebuild, you might as well rebuild in the trenches. And so I know it doesn't. They need offensive, so I'm gonna go big DeJuan Jones here
Ooh,
for the Rams.
he's the biggest dude. And I saw somebody in your comments when we were talking tackles for the Niners earlier say DeJuan
Hmm.
Jones. I don't think he's going to be on the Niners board. He's
Nah, he doesn't
literally too
fit.
big.
Yeah, ill. Yep, it's
All
not what
right.
she said.
Uh-oh. Seahawks, they got Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith earlier in this mock, finally picking for the Birds. So, man, I think they're going to get one of my favorite players in this draft, Osiris Torrance, the guard out of Florida,
Oh, that's a nice solid pick.
building
And
the
he
trenches.
fell right to them, right? And they didn't reach up to go grab him. He fell right to them.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the clock with the Raiders.
We
The
gave him
Raiders.
Peter Skoronsky in the first.
So they got their offensive lineman, all right, and so they may go trenches because they lost some players. I'm gonna go with this edge rusher. I can never say his name. Out whatever.
Yeah.
Kid from Northwestern.
Double A, baby.
Double A,
Double
baby.
A. All right, Panthers are on the clock after getting their quarterback, Bryce Young, number 1. Miles Murphy's still there. We're stopping this slide. I don't think that he'll be on the board at 39, but every single year, somebody falls. And not saying it's going to be Miles Murphy, but this is too far, too egregious. Miles Murphy, number 39 to the Panthers.
I like that. I'm curious to know where Amelia Sports Report out there. We went with the pick for the Rams. What are your thoughts on getting DeJuan Jones out there? Put your comment in the comment section. All right, I'm on the clock with the Saints. Who did the Saints address?
Saints got Will McDonald, edge,
Edge.
earlier in
All
the
right,
draft.
so let's say that the Saints go and get a corner. Let's see which cornerbacks are available out there.
You got
Anyone?
Tyreek Stevens,
Tyreek Stevens.
Julius
Oh, Julius
Brents.
Brents is out there. He
I love
screams.
Julius Brents.
He's a saint. I mean, it fits him. He fits there. Do they go after the higher ranked player? But look at the ADP. Like
It's
that's kind of
close. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like Brents is a better fit with the Saints. I'm gonna go with Brents.
And they're a traits drafting team, Mickey Loomis. Julius Brents has some of the best athleticism for any size and athleticism. I mean, it just makes sense. All right, the Titans are on the clock. We gave them Paris Johnson Jr. I think I picked for them earlier as well.
Yeah.
Wide receivers available. I'm not liking really what's available. I think that they have a lot of needs. Man, they're tight end. They do have that tight end that they like. Gosh, that's rough. Let's go Steve Avila. Guard out of TCU. He's a bigger guy. Fits kind of what they want to do with their power run game. You get him, you plug him in. He can play the interior spots. Build it through the trenches. We gave him a tackle. We gave him a guard. Make it work. Make it work.
I like it. All right, I'm on the clock with the Jets. They already addressed their tackle. They got their tackle, Darnell Wright. All right.
Back-to-back picks here.
Yeah, I gotta go back to back, mother.
This is where the Aaron Rodgers trade would probably happen at this point. If not, then yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna go Jack Campbell out of Iowa.
Ooh.
All right, and then let's go. I feel like they like to build on defense. Let's get them. Do they need another wide receiver? They did trade
Elijah Moore.
Elijah
They went and
Moore.
got Lazard. They went and got
They got
Cobb.
Lazard. Okay.
Yeah. They've got some pieces. Garrett Wilson's over there.
I'm trying to think of some other areas that they could address. Tight end. They don't have a tight end.
Yeah,
Sam
I mean,
Laporta.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Who was their tight end? They got somebody.
I ain't nobody I
Conklin.
know.
They got Tyler Conklin, but yeah, I don't
Nah.
think he's good enough to make you
Sam
say
Laporta.
no.
Look at that. Back-to-back Iowa Cats. Jack Campbell and Sam Laporta. How crazy is that?
Jeez.
The Jets, if you're a Jets fan, you should be loving this mock draft right now. Y'all killing it. Darnell Wright, Jack Campbell, and Sam Laporta.
All right, Falcons are on the clock. They went Anthony Richardson early on. They need edge. Yeah, BJ Ojolari. I feel like
He's
they
just
take
there.
LSU players nonstop at the edge position. I love BJ
I love BJ.
Ojolari as well. Well, there we go. We had just
All right.
quotes, stacking the quotes.
All right, so now I'm on the clock with the Packers. Who they picked last? They went
Packers took, man, you got to scroll up away. Michael Mayer, the tight end.
That's it? They got a tight end? All right, so let's see who's available. I feel like they don't need. Well, they will need a wide receiver. I don't know if any of these guys. Christian Watson should be becoming their number one. Lazard is gone. A.T. Perry is there. Don't think they need to take a wide receiver right here.
This is where the wide receiver position starts to get like, okay, the value
Yes.
seems to have dissipated. Like it's kind of gone at this point.
Let's go with the defensive line. What if we go with interior Keanu Benton here?
I love Benton, man. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to travel far. He's a Northwest type guy, a Midwest type guy. Sorry about that.
They said that Uzuma is the Jets tight end.
Okay, so you took him.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, so next up, we've got the Patriots.
Now you on the clock. I went with
Lucas Van Ness. You got Van Ness there earlier.
Yeah, the edge. So now tackle might be the spot if there's anybody. What do you think?
Yeah,
Matthew Bergeron is there. Cody Mauch is there.
I'm going Cody Mauch. I think he fits their kind of versatility, kind of what they want. So yeah, I'm going Cody Mauch there at tackle
this is
because
so
they
dope.
could kick him into guard.
This is so dope. Guys, thank y'all so much for sticking around, man. We're almost into the middle of the third round. We truly appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. All right, I see the likes. They're not to my liking, so make sure you hit that like button.
Washington's on the clock. They got Dalton Kincaid earlier.
All right, Dalton Kincaid. So they picked the tight end. Where do Tanner McKee? Do they draft a quarterback right here? He's sitting right there on the board.
They need one. Hendon Hooker is still there. I don't know why I can't say that correctly.
All right, let's go check out the quarterbacks. Maybe they go Hendon Hooker over Tanner McKee right here. Let's do it.
That makes a lot of sense to me, personally.
See, the cool thing about the draft is that there are going to be certain players that teams are going to reach for, and so that's going to push other players down. Like, you know what I mean? That's so dope.
Yeah. So Lions are on the clock. They went Devin Witherspoon and then Quentin Johnson at wide receiver. They just lost half their team. Tight end still an issue. Defensive tackle still an issue. Man, Luke Musgrave's still there.
Tight end.
That makes sense. But no, hold on. I ain't doing that. This is freaking what's his name? Kneecap biting SOB. Let's go Darnell Washington, tight end Georgia.
Ooh, I forgot he was still on the board.
Yeah. Guys fall.
Dang. That's spot on. That's the spot on. I like that. I like that a lot.
We got the Steelers. They've already gotten Joey Porter. They've already gotten Broderick Jones, a tackle.
Linebacker. Let's go look.
There's a couple guys sitting there that I really like.
All right, let's go see who's available. How you like the kid out of Washington State?
He's good. He's a coverage guy. I think Trenton Simpson and Drew Sanders I have ahead of him.
Okay.
And I think are kind of that tougher all-purpose linebacker. I think those two guys would go earlier. PFF seems a little low on them, but
let's go with Drew Sanders.
There you go. All right, we got the Bucks. We took Anton Harrison tackle for the Bucks earlier. They need everything.
Before you make this pick, can I just make the quick Foghorn announcement? We draft in 49 picks. Stick around.
Close. At the halfway point, baby. I'm going Luke Musgrave, tight end out of Oregon State.
I like this.
To the Bucks there. I think it's a position of need. I think it's value pick at that point. This is about where he should go.
And that's a perfect pickup for a quarterback like Baker Mayfield, right? Like have somebody nice, tall, fast, got good hands that can go up and catch the ball, high points, and it's funny because I probably would have drafted him here for Miami. And so I think Miami goes tight end as well, right? I'm going to go Tucker Kraft to Miami right here.
Tucker Kraft so much. I love Tucker Kraft. All right, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. We have killed it for them. We've gotten them Jalen Carter. We have gotten them Nolan Smith. Man, they have had a lot of picks. Osiris Torrance. No way they draft this well. Let's just be very, very honest. Let's see here. I think the wide receiver would be perfect for him here. Josh Downs out of UNC. I know that they have there too, but they have struggled finding that third guy. Yeah, Slick, I'm with you. Trenton Simpson. I freaking love Trenton Simpson. He's fun, man.
Shout out to Slick 68 too, by the way. He's always spot on, man. All right, so where you going with Seattle? I'm sorry. I had ADHD for a second.
Yeah, no worries. I went Josh Downs, wide receiver, UNC.
I like this pick.
There we go.
I like this pick. I think he fits too. I'm on the clock for Chicago. I don't remember.
They went Tyree Wilson earlier in the draft.
Tyree Wilson.
They already got their edge.
All right, so where am I going with Chicago? They got an edge rusher. Cornerback seems to be in need. Let's see who's available. Tyreek Stevenson.
There you go.
There it is. All right, you're on the clock with the Chargers.
I think I'm going Trenton Simpson here. I think they need a linebacker, and I just think he's an absolute stud. I love the way that their defense works. If they could all stay healthy, they never do. So Trenton Simpson, Clemson, linebacker, and then we've got the Lions back on the clock. They've gotten Darnell Washington, their tight end. They've gotten, man, they got a lot of picks. Quentin Johnson, and they got their Devin Witherspoon. So they've gotten a corner, a wide receiver, and a tight end so far.
All right, so let's go address the interior. And after I fill out their needs, I'm picking best player available. All right. Siaki Ika from Baylor.
He's a big run stuffing guy. I'm not the biggest fan, but man, he's a big old body dude that just eats up blocks.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
There we go. There we go. All right, the Jaguars. Trent Baalke. He went Deonte Banks earlier, who is a long-armed athlete that plays football. That's what he's going to want. Man, looking at some of these things, I'm not really seeing. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's go. Isaiah Foskey, edge
from Notre
out
Dame.
of Notre Dame. We'll go there. I'm not the biggest fan, but again, I'm kind of an anti-Baalke guy. That's okay.
Now,
okay.
Are they a 3-4 defense?
They do multiple, but no, it's predominantly a 4-3, even front.
Okay. All right. So let's go Isaiah Foskey. All right. New York Giants are on the clock.
Who all have they gotten? They got Zay Flowers early.
They got a wide receiver. So they need a center, and there's a center available. They got Luke Weipler or Joe Tippmann, 2 Big Ten centers.
Is John Mitch JMS is available. I have a first-round grade on him, the center. PFF doesn't like him near as much as I do. John Michael Smith out of Minnesota, like that would be pretty good pairing right there. I stole your pick. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. This is why we're here. All right, because I'm stealing the rest of your picks. I'm giving Dallas shit. Dallas is getting the trash. Now I'm just playing. None of these players are trash. I'm just having fun. Right. You're on the clock though.
Okay, so the Cowboys took Jamar Gibbs,
they got their running
back, and now they're on the clock. Just trying to see kind of what's available here. We're going, Day and Henley makes sense with what they need. They have a bunch of run stuffing backers. Henley, I think, would be probably one of the most athletic coverage guys at the linebacker spot out of Washington State. I like that one.
Now, didn't the Bills brought back their safety, right? They didn't.
Yes.
Okay, so they're not going to be.
They drafted Brian Brees, defensive tackle or defensive line.
So what if we go? They do like to address their secondary. All right. And so what if we go cornerback? Garrett Williams is there. Travius Hodges Tomlinson. Does he play more as a nickel?
Yeah, he's tiny. Guy. He's 5'8".
DJ
he played outside, but I think he's going to be a nickel at the next level.
Or did they go with the burner like DJ Turner at cornerback?
I got DJ Turner and Kaylee Ringo way ahead of all those guys.
All right. So I'm going DJ Turner here for the Buffalo Bills.
There you go. Bengals, I'm going safety no matter what. They're on the clock. I don't care. They need a safety.
I like Jordan Battle here.
Yeah, that's who I'm going. Jordan Battle. Just makes sense.
I stole your pick.
Now we're even.
All right. Dude, I feel like we're like Beavis and Butthead of content creators. Shit. But
I'll take it. All right. The Bears, you're up. They've got Tyreek Stevenson, the corner, and we also gave them Tyree Wilson, the edge.
So they got an edge and they got a corner, and they need a tackle. So let's see who's available. Blake Freeland is there, and this might make sense for them because they whiffed out on getting Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah, they did. They wanted him. All right, the Eagles are on the clock. Let's see who they've gotten with their picks so far. They got Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle, and they went Brian Branch, safety. So, we're looking at them. Wide receiver, they've already drafted their center for the future already, so I don't see why that's a big need. I'm looking at wide receiver. Man, I'm going Jalen Hyatt. I think he goes a lot higher than this. He is a complete deep threat wide receiver.
From
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He would fit them perfectly, and just freaking everybody run verticals. You know what I mean?
I
Just three
love it.
verts every single play.
All right, I tell you what, we picked a wide receiver
We gave
for.
him a wide receiver
All
earlier.
right,
Yeah.
and so let's go get them some defensive pressure up front. Now they can go with an edge, they can go with a defensive tackle. I just want to kind of see who's available and who may fit. So interior, Kobe Turner is there. I like Kobe Turner. Zach Pickens is there. Might be a bit of a reach right now for them. Let's go with the edge rushers. Let's give them another edge. Let's give them an
Derek Hall
edge.
makes sense. Derek Hall makes
Oh, Derek
perfect
Hall out of
sense.
Auburn. He fits them so perfectly.
Yeah.
Good kid too.
I really want if the Niners trade up, he's like my number one target.
Met him at the Senior Bowl. All right, guys, check this out. We are officially into the third round. So again, if you got to take a quick pause, go grab your coffee. Go grab your coffee with mayonnaise. Whatever it is you guys choose to do, go get it. We will be drafting in about 35 picks. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. All right. Who's on the clock? Me?
So yeah, if we're just going to keep rolling, let's pick up the pace and let's kind of, instead of scrolling back up. Now again, our whole goal of this is to see what an authentic approach the players that would be available, right?
Yes.
At this level. So we're using PFF's big board. I might diverge a little bit to some players that I think will go here. So don't pay so much attention to players going to these teams for the third round only. We're just going to speed through this so we could get to where the 49ers are on the clock, if that makes sense. Matthew Bergeron. I don't care if they've already taken a tackle. I'm now looking at guys that I am very confident will go rounds 2 and 3.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking at.
So I'm going to let you run through this, and so I'll just agree or disagree. So Houston Texans, what do you have going?
Quarterbacks going off the board somewhere in round 3. Tanner McKee, we had him going earlier to the Texans, so we'll wait there. I'm looking down. I think somebody like
What about a center?
Yeah, centers, they have fallen. Joe Tippmann's a hell of a player. Wisconsin and their O-line. I'd go Joe Tippmann here.
All right, we're back on the clock with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, let's go Cardinals. Let's go with a quarterback right here, Tanner McKee. I don't think that what's his name's going to be ready to start the season. Colt McCoy is injured as well. It's just an absolute mess. But even if Cardinals don't go quarterback here, I'm paying attention to which guys will be jumping off the board.
The Broncos got back-to-back picks. Could they possibly be getting another edge here? Says they need a cornerback and a center. Can we go?
Kaylee Ringo's not going to be around at this point, so I'm going Georgia corner Kaylee Ringo. That one's important right there. And we want to give him an edge.
Let's give him a center.
Luke Weipler.
Let's do Luke Weipler.
Luke Weipner just makes sense.
All right, the Rams are on the clock. I believe we gave the Rams an offensive tackle. They need everything, so
let's give them an LA guy for an LA guy. Let's give them Zach Charbonnet.
Let's do it. Running back. I like
offensive playmaking. They need something, and they have nothing.
All right, now the Raiders are on the clock. Can't remember what we picked for the Raiders.
That's all right. It don't matter. They're the Raiders. They'll be cut and brought on to the 49ers. Here's the question. What's our farm system look like, right?
I like Nick Herbig. I know people don't like him, but I like this kid. I feel like he has a lot of moves. Yeah, the motor is ridiculous.
Yeah, let's put him there. Edge, right. Nick Herbert, who I think off-ball linebacker 3-4 would be best fit.
3-4 guy. Mm-hmm.
Saints guard center. There are some good guards. Chandler Zavala, they're a lot higher on him than I am. Let's see here. No, let's go. I'm going Saints. I'm going safety Sidney Brown.
I like this pick. I'm upset because I was hoping he would fall, but he's not. And so there you go. Sidney Brown. Like it a lot.
Let's look at wide receivers. It's been a minute since a wide receiver's gone off the board here. Man, Cedric Tillman. Oh, my gosh, that dude just screams Titans. I'm going Cedric Tillman, wide receiver, tough, just physical, a big slot type guy. I think that's kind of where he'll go.
There it is. All right, back on the clock with the Houston Texans. Time is ticking. They got a quarterback. They got a wide receiver. I think we gave him a center. I can't remember.
Let's give them some D line help.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
do
go
some.
interior.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go interior. There's still some studs there for sure. Let's go with your. Yeah. Oh man, Gervin Dexter Sr.
Yeah,
I freaking love that dude's tape.
that's a great pick.
He's fun, man.
That's a great pick. I think you can go interior here for the Browns as well. Might be a bit of a reach.
Let's
Unless
go
you want to.
Ojamo.
There it is, Moro Jamo. Or you can go safety here if you want.
No, let's go Ojamo. I think defensive tackles, again, the positions that usually go earlier in the draft, safeties fall, defensive line never does. Never does.
Good, good, good. All right, now we're on to the Atlanta Falcons again.
We gave them an edge earlier. Let's give them a corner. Garrett Williams, corner, Syracuse.
Did we give him a corner earlier too?
We may have. They need lots.
All right, so then they got two. All right, perfect.
That's okay. That's okay.
Don't worry. The Atlanta Falcon fans will thank us. I promise you. All right, let's go with the New England Patriots.
Did we give them a quarterback earlier?
No, they did not get a quarterback.
Jake
Hader.
Yeah. I think Jake Hader makes
or Clayton
sense.
Tune. Clayton Tune may be more of the.
I have Tune rated higher.
I think he'll be more of the Patriot or Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, I mean they like those types of guys. Let's go Clayton Tune. Let's go Clayton Tune. He's my highest guy
I think
here.
that's a good pick. I think it's a good pick. All right, the Rams are on the clock.
O-line,
We
D-line.
gave him a running back and we gave him a DeJuan Jones.
Let's give him a Tuli Tupulotu out of USC. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Green Bay is on the clock.
Green Bay. I'm trying to scroll down and see, like, all right, who are we missing that like kind of belongs up here? Marvin Mims, wide receiver, Oklahoma. I think that is a guy that I could see possibly going in the second round. Mm-hmm. You got to scroll down a little bit, but yeah, okay, you got him. I think that's huge. I'm trying to pay attention to guys that have fallen that probably shouldn't. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to page 2 just to check. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this guy's still here. PFF, you are terrible. Edge rusher Keon White, Georgia Tech. No way.
Keon White is still available.
Yeah,
wow.
PFF does weird things like this. So I'm going Edge, Keon White. Again, I'm trying to find these anomalies that PFF is really, really low on that we are not. Or at least that I am not, right? Okay, here we go. We're going safety to the Steelers. Jair Brown out of Penn State.
Oh, come on.
I know. I'm time to piss people off. No more Mr. Nice Guy, Wayne.
Damn it. All right. Just hurry up. Get to 99.
Okay. All right. He's getting mad at me. Wide receiver. I'm going wide receiver again. Jonathan Mingo, one of my favorite players in this draft.
What?
I don't think. Yeah, there's not many like him. But
they got a receiver.
Oh, they lost 2 today. So they got to get more. All right. Let's give them Anthony Johnson, safety to the Bucks here at pick 82.
That's a good pick.
And gosh, I hate this team so much.
I thought they got 100 picks. What the freak?
Well, that's that Russell Wilson trade.
Oh yeah, got you.
Let's give them
Andre Carter the second.
I was thinking that. Edge, Army. There we go. Dolphins are on the clock. They could use some help. Offensive line. Let's go Chandler Zavala, NC State.
Interior?
Yeah, he's interior offensive line. He's a guard. There he is. There we go.
Good pick.
All right, Chargers on the clock.
Wide receiver?
Corner. Oh, wide receiver. I think we gave him one, but let's give him another.
Oh, you can go corner here. I think we gave them both, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we did.
So let's go linebacker.
Ooh, okay. Somebody stand out to you?
Dorian Williams, speed cover guy. All right, Baltimore,
let's go corner. Travius Hodges Tomlinson. They put him at nickel. He's fun. Here we go. The Vikings. Ugh. Hey,
I think that they'll draft a running back because they don't know about the status of.
Devin Archain sitting
Yes,
there,
there it
bro.
is. And you know, with Cook being wanting to be traded and things like that, I think this is the route that they end up going. All right, Jaguars on the clock.
Jaguars, let's go defensive back. Jalen Jones, corner, Texas
Oh,
A&M.
Texas A&M.
He's kind of a
This is
longer bodied guy.
this is interesting because those are the people that I have going to the Niners. All right, the Giants are on the clock. We're almost there, guys.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go down. I'm looking for some anomalies here. Hmm.
What if
Yep.
they doubled up and took? What if they took a running back like Tank Bigsby?
They've got some guys, but yeah, I mean, you can see it if this is the last year that they're
Of
going to
Saquon
have.
Barkley. They're tagging him, so if they don't work out a deal for him, or
Yeah.
do they go? I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever
I'm
you
looking.
pick.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go your guy. Let's go Tajay Spears.
So John, you really are here to piss me off. Okay, because
I
he's
like him. I'm trying to give these guys the best players that are there. Like
yeah,
I have Tajay Spears ranked ahead of all those guys.
I know the Cowboys are on the clock.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Because I feel like they'll be there, and John is leaving shit on the board. All right, go ahead. Sorry, these players aren't trash. They aren't trash.
But like this is how I expect it to go. You
I
know,
know.
as
I know.
I'm not trying to be a rude person, but I am a rude person. It's
I
what it
know.
is. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Let's go. The Cowboys, Riley Moss, corner out of Iowa.
Okay,
Yeah. And then let's see. We're getting close, man. We're getting
we're
close.
getting close
Bengals, man, we haven't had a tight end off the board in a long time.
for the
And this,
Bills.
yeah. Now,
So
this is where you just got a group of guys that I love. Schoonmaker, Allen, Kuntz, Wild, Payne. Like all these guys, Brenton Strange. Like I love these
don't they
guys.
have the Dawson Knox?
Um, they might, but I don't care. We're
Okay.
doing another tight end. I'm going to go. Let's do Davis Allen.
Ooh, a little different than Dawson Knox. So I kind of understand that. It makes sense. Damn. All right,
Um,
Bengals on the clock.
yeah, I know you hate me right now.
No, I don't. I don't.
You might after this pick. Jamie Robinson
They
safety.
got a safety.
I know they need two. They need two. I'm sorry, man. Like this is what that's the problem with the draft is you're sitting there if you're the Niners and you're like, all right, we're 6 picks away. We got 6 guys we like, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. All right,
Michael Wilson.
Panthers, Michael Wilson. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like him.
they need a
Niners like
receiver
him.
too.
Niners met with him 3 times. 3 times.
All right, Eagles are on the clock again.
Eagles on the clock. Yeah, they got a lot of picks, man. We haven't given them a running back. Let's go Tank Bigsby, Auburn.
I like this one. They
Yeah.
lost Miles Sanders. Tank Bigsby sounds pretty good. All right, the Chiefs,
Oh, let's go Carl Brooks. Edge, Bowling Green.
and he could play inside, so that's kind of like a perfect fit for them. Cardinals.
Cardinals need everything. Let's go with. Let's scroll down, man. Let's go Kayshawn Boot. He fits
Oh,
the
from
Cardinals'
LSU.
personality. Yeah,
Like
wide
it.
receiver.
Where is he at? There he is. All right,
All right,
Commanders.
we gave him a quarterback already. Let's look
Yeah.
at linebackers. Maybe we gave him a linebacker, but I don't care. Let's see who's there. Man, there's some good guys.
Overshown is there. That's your guy.
I'm going to scroll down and I'm going Owen Popo out of
Okay, from
Auburn.
Auburn.
I am very high on that kid.
I like that.
And this is the penultimate pick, and the Niners are about to be on the clock.
All right, get ready, guys.
Let's give them a defensive interior guy. Let's see here.
So, guys, we're preparing you for the goddamn draft. It's gonna
Yeah.
be long.
It's like Murderer's Row, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
man. Especially like Friday is gonna be long. They start an hour earlier, and then Saturday just don't do shit the whole day. Like
Yeah.
just it's gonna be picks. All right.
Jaqueline Roy, defensive interior LSU. Now,
All right.
finally, baby, the
Okay.
Niners are on the clock,
All right.
Wayne.
Okay. All right. Damn. All right. Whew. Jeez. All right. Listen, I feel like, man, I didn't know what to say. I feel like we need everything too. We can use an edge. We can use a couple of corners. We can get a nickel. We can get we need a safety. We can use another interior presence. That there's just so much. Where are you thinking of going right now? I see a lot of picks up here that.
The two things that I
John,
want.
I'm picking the pick. I don't give what
Oh,
you want.
sorry.
I'm picking Jartavius
I made him
Martin,
too bad.
cornerback out of Illinois. I don't care where he is on this board. He's the first pick for the 49ers, and I forgot to do the damn thing. My bad. With the 99th pick in the 2023 draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Jartavius Martin, cornerback out of Illinois, mother suckers. Let's go. Now, John, you can pick 100. One.
I will say this about Jartavius Martin. He could play all 5 spots. I think
That's
he's
why
one
I
of the
picked
best
him.
free safeties. He played a lot of nickel. He could play corner. He was the glue that held probably the best secondary in the country together. All 5 of those players that started in the secondary for Illinois will be drafted. And he was the captain of them. You know what I mean? Like him and Sidney Brown. So I like that.
We just touched down. All right, John. The Raiders are on the clock.
Let's give them A.T. Perry, wide receiver, Wake Forest.
All right. Now you're on the clock at pick 101, and then we have to both agree on 102.
Okay. Oh, I like that. So
Okay.
I'm going to go.
Wait. Let me know when you're ready because you got to make the announcement.
I'm looking at, excuse me, the edge position. And, man, there's a lot of guys here that fell. You've got Byron Young. You've got Yaya Diaby. You've got lots of good guys, but Byron Young, if he is there.
With the 101st pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select
Byron Young, edge, Tennessee. Amazing story, amazing person, workout warrior, speed off the edge. We haven't had that in a while.
See, guys, you had to wait for the shaboing boing. We about to finish this off. Now, listen, John, we addressed the defense because defense, I don't care what people say, defense wins championships, even though we know in the Super Bowls they've been putting up points lately. That's because defenses have been getting tired and been burnt out. I feel like the 49ers know that they need to make sure that they have their defense young, fresh, and ready to go. I felt like we did that with the first 2 picks. We're on the clock, third pick of the 3rd round, the final pick of the 3rd round. Should we address the offense? And then we have to agree on it. All right, so where are we going?
Offensive tackle.
Okay, so I was thinking tight end. So here we go.
With. Okay, well, let's compare because let's talk through this. Let's come to an agreement on a tackle. Let's come to an agreement on a tight end and let the people decide.
All right, so the people, you guys out there that are watching, you guys get to decide. We're gonna give you 1 tackle, 1 tight end, and you have to choose. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at that, but should be looking at you. Have to choose. Are you ready for the finale? All right,
awesome.
John. Now, my favorite tackle out of these first of all, who are your 4 tackles?
I'm going to go in my order. Would be Jalen Duncan, Nick Saldiveri, Tyler Steen, Wanya Morris.
All right. Just want to make sure I give you all the ding dings. Those are the 4 tackles.
And Braden Daniels down there too. I like him too.
I like Braden Daniels as well. All right, those are the 4 tackles that I have. I like Jalen Duncan the best. Do we agree that we're just going to put Jalen Duncan up in there for them to choose from? All right, let's go to tight ends. All right, let's go to tight ends. All right, Schoonmaker, Zach Kuntz, Weil.
Yes.
And Durham would be my top 4, obviously. They're the top 4 here.
Yeah, Britton Strange down there too. But yeah, okay, I'm fine with Kuntz is not in my list.
Okay.
I'm fine with Payne Durham, Josh Weil, and Schoonmaker. I would go... I think Payne Durham and Josh Weil would be my 2 choices, but I'm going to go Payne Durham here.
All right, so we both are going to agree on Payne Durham. All right, here we go. It's going to be Payne Durham or shit.
It was Jalen Duncan, wasn't it?
And Jalen Duncan, Payne Durham or Jalen Duncan? Do we go tackle? Do we go tight end? Payne Durham or Jalen Duncan?
Oh, let's see here. Kicker. I'm seeing kicker, bro. Montana. No. And, and I'll say this about both these guys. Like, you're in the third round. You're picking 102. Like, you're not getting crystal clear prospects.
I like
These
that.
are guys. I mean, it's just the reality of the situation.
Let's go with Jalen Duncan right here. John, I see what you did, bro. I see what you did.
What I do.
You think you slick, bro.
I'm a little slick.
Nah, bro. You went with Payne Durham so that they didn't pick Payne Durham because we could get Payne Durham in the 5th round. You think you slick, mother?
I don't think you can. I think one of those guys will fall.
Okay. All right, we don't get a grade for this because it was a whole big ass draft. So unfortunately, it's like a 3 round. But oh no, here are the full results. I think. Oh, that looks.
It doesn't give you the grades.
No, it doesn't give you the grade. Okay.